surges in your body.
A lot of experience. I've gone up like 4 levels so far. The Avol organization. By the time we had dispatched the malfested soldiers, Aswell was nowhere in sight. I believe we're done here. Grow was a formidable warrior. Likely he could have handled all those enemies alone. I'll ask him about Dion and Natalie. They are dedicated members of our organization and my subordinates. After everything that happened, Grow seemed a little more open to questions. I asked him to tell me more about his group. The Avol organization's purpose is to destroy those who have lost their humanity. Outsiders. I'm still unsure whether or not you are one of them. You have absorbed astral fissures, so normally I would not hesitate to dispose of you. But let us make a deal. Judging by your movements up to this point, you do not know where the astral fissures will appear, correct? We can provide you with that information. In return, you work with us to take care of the fissures. Know that your answer here will help me decide whether or not you are an outsider who must be destroyed. What say you? I believe it to be an attractive offer. Grow was spot on when he told me an astral fissure would appear in Carina. Such information would be incredibly useful to me. At the moment, I had no way of knowing where to head next. After some consideration, I took Grow up on his offer. Your power will help us achieve our goal. However, if I detect any sign of treachery, I will cut you down where you stand. First, we must depart this desert. Once this has been accomplished, I will tell you where to find the next astral fissure. The Ascended Warrior. On Grow's orders, we made our way through the desert, where, once again, the 2 qualifiers appeared. This time, however, Valtro had changed considerably. The wind does not bode us well. Pick up the pace. Hey, your breathing is ragged. Can you continue? I'll be honest. I thought so. And it seems they did too. Enemies are approaching. Ready yourself. It has been a long time, Grow, so you still haven't washed your hands of that pathetic little group of yours? What a fool. You don't know beauty when you see it. If you still insist on opposing Lord Aswell, we'll have to strip your flesh from your bones here and now. Try it. The ones who cannot escape death are traitors, like Aswell and you. Always barking, aren't you? Come, Valtro, show them the results of the experiments. Shut your mouth. Don't give me orders. I'm going to use the power Lord Aswell gave me to crush you. Seems legit. If I remember, Daniel was using Shanghua's moveset, I think. This guy's using Cervantes' moveset. Wahaha, you cannot hurt me. Valtro was a large man, but the strength and stamina he showed now was unnatural. Now you know the power of an ascended warrior. This is the fruit of Lord Aswell's research. So, doping, essentially. Lord Aswell told me about his experiments on you, Grow. He said you were a great help to him. Lord Aswell spoke highly of you. You were the first subject infected with malfestation to be able to retain their sense of self after all. I see. Now, Valtro, unleash your full power, repay your debt to Lord Aswell. I would love it if you used your power too, Grow. I'm thrilled with the prospect of observing how our older experiments measure up with our latest masterpiece. Ah, this mission truly is a thing of beauty. Lord Aswell chose me and I've surpassed the human race. When I finally passed the test, he smiled. He gave me his love. Okay? I will crush you with the power Lord Oswald gave me. Valtro charged us with unbelievable speed. Instinctively, I closed my eyes and braced for impact. Huh? There was a dull thud, and Valtro cried out in confusion and dismay. I opened my eyes to see Grow blocking Valtro with only his left arm. Surpass the human race? Is that what Oswald said? Grow's voice was dripping with murderous intent, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. Grow's left eye was glowing with a malicious, blood-red light. Very well, you wish to know what it's like to surpass the human race? Then know this, outsider. Quag! In a flash, Valtro fell to the ground, spurting blood. Deliver this message to Oswald for me. Perform whatever experiments, create whatever soldiers you like, it doesn't matter. All who stand in my way will die. No, this isn't beautiful at all. Daniel and his allies fled into the swirling winds of the growing sandstorm. Only once they had completely disappeared did Grow relax, and the deadly aura he gave off abate. On the road. Again. The sandstorm was worse than we imagined, so when we came across some half-buried ruins, we decided to take cover. I couldn't get what had happened out of my mind and found myself staring at Grow's left arm. If you have something to say, then say it. ... Ask about the power in his left arm. This is the power of an outsider. I became infected on a mission when I was injured in a fierce battle against one of them. Oswald treated the wound. Likely he is partially to blame for what has become of me. But know this, I will use every tool at my disposal to carry out my duties, be it this power or you. Curtis. He was a friend. I killed him. There's nothing else to say. Oswald. His experiments were always too risky, too dangerous, even back when he was one of us. After his betrayal, he formed the Qualifiers, the group of fanatics who worship the very ground he walks on. Oswald selects human guinea pigs for his mad experiments from their numbers. Very well. We waited for the sandstorm to pass in silence. Though I grew more and more impatient with every wasted moment, Grow sat motionless, his fate betraying no emotions. This is nothing compared to the blizzards in my homeland. Even the fearsome Grow had a place to call home. The thought made him seem somehow less threatening and more human. I tried to engage Grow in some small talk, but he just replied with grunts. It seemed the sandstorm had finally died down. Let's go. There's a city not far from here. We'll speak about the astral fissure there. Chapter 3. Intermingling Fates. Kashgar. After an arduous journey across the harsh desert, I found myself in the oasis city of Kashgar. I have arranged to meet my subordinates here. Forgive my tardiness, sir. And what have they decided? Sir, the 12 have spoken. Although it is unclear whether or not the subject is an outsider, the majority have voted to allow her to accompany us on our mission. They're treating this as a special case. Understood. Sir, I have one more thing to report. You found Oswald? Or have you located another astral fissure? Neither. The 12 wish for you to investigate a facility in the Kashgar suburbs and destroy it if possible. I have the orders here. So Aswell was here. Dion and Natalie head to the facility and carry out the mission. Sir. Understood. Dion and Natalie walked off. I asked Gro what our next move was. He turned to face me. The location of the astral fissure remains unknown, but be ready to leave whenever necessary. When your preparations are complete, meet me here. I can't use the shops in Kashgar yet. The blacksmith. As I walked around the market enjoying its hustle and bustle, I saw a woman trying to attract the attention of customers. She told me she was a blacksmith and she had a favor to ask. Wandering through the city, I heard a cheerful voice shouting to the crowd. I noticed an energetic young woman standing in front of a shop. Gather round, behold, bolt of the blacksmith's most beautiful blade. Forged by a legendary blacksmith, it boasts untold sharpness. Despite her best efforts, the passers-by did just that, passed her by. Nothing today either, The girl caught sight of me. Hey you, that's a fine weapon you got there. You look capable of handling yourself too. I need you to do something for me. Here's payment up front. She tossed over a bag of coin, then drew the sword she'd been trying to sell and pointed it at me. It's time for a demonstration. Don't worry, I'll go easy on you. Xianghua again?
Sorry.